Okay, hey, we're here with Matthew Renda, the Union reporter, and Matt has a couple stories today that deal with some overseas military issues that we're going to be discussing on tomorrow's front page. And one of those is actually a very good news story, and another one not so much. And Matt, you want to talk about that a little?
Well, yeah, I guess we'll start with the bad news. Christopher Stevens, who was the U.S. ambassador to Libya, who was killed on Tuesday, September 11th, during an attack on the U.S. consulate in Libya. Was actually a native of Grass Valley. He was born here in 1960. He moved in his early childhood and with his parents who went to Davis and moved on to, but he was a Northern California man. And it's a really sad story. He was a brave man who dedicated his life to the Foreign Service of the United States of America, and definitely should be remembered as a brave hero, so that'll be on tomorrow's front page.
And then, on a more positive note, we've got some great news coming out of Texas with a local soldier out of Penn Valley, Brandon Walden.
Yeah, Brandon Walden is a young soldier, 20-year-old. He's from Penn Valley. He was shot on July 3rd in the hip during a surprise attack on his squad. And since then, he's been in a military hospital in Texas. He's currently in San Antonio. But the great news is that he's recovering. He took his first steps with the aid of a walker this week, according to his mother, Laura Cummings. And he has range of motion for the first time. I mean, there's still a long battle ahead. He's still battling infection in that hip, but I think that news is positive. And obviously, for a young man of his caliber to dedicate himself to this country and to military service, we're all rooting for him to continue to get better and to come back home to Penn Valley as soon as possible.
Speaking back home, Penn Valley, there's an event this weekend that's going to help support his family. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, there's a spaghetti dinner, and we encourage you to read the article. All the information is there in terms of the time and the date and the address. And obviously, Laura is in Texas at her son's bedside. She has not been home since July 3rd, and she has children here. She's unable to work for obvious reasons. So anything that the community can do to help is obviously much appreciated by that family.
Great. Thanks, Matt. So check those stories out in tomorrow's The Union.
And thanks for reading.